Dear students, next topic, that is color. This one. Colors are used in maps to show certain kinds of features. Now color, first we have learned scale, then we go to grid reference, northings and eastings. Now we are going to mark which one, color. And color changes also gives us some types of new ideas. What are in political maps, for example, different colors may be used to show different countries or state within the. If we changes some color in political map, then we have to understand that this is some countries change or either state change and such kinds of things. And let us go in physical map. Shading is often used to show the variation in height of land, while we are gives a different type of shading. Shading is often used to show the variation in height of land, and in multicolor or shades of different colors are used to show height variations in different landforms. And now let us see what all things is usually shade of green color. We gives a shade of green. Then what will be indicating shades of green indicate lowland or plain. So green color, green shades, that gives us the idea of lowland or plains. And highland, now lowland we got it, what about highland? That will get in shades of brown in color. And darker, if it is, this may be light brown, and darker browns and purples are often used to show the greater height. Understood? Darker brown and purple color. Then we have to understand this is greater height. And now let us go to blue color shades greater depth. No, blue color shows water body, and now comes darker shade that shows depth, and again white may use it to show snow capped regions. And now let us go to next paragraph. In topographic map, every kind of feature is shown in particular color, grid lines, and their numbers are shown in red. Grid color. Okay, we know some of the lines, eastings, northing, and these lines color, this shows what it is in a, that is in a red in color. And same red color we are used for a rod, and other roads and buildings. Now let us go to another one, forested area. I mean, you may say jungle area, that is used for green in color. Now let us see cultivated land. We are farmers. Our main work is agriculture. So cultivated land is colored in yellow. Cultivated land is colored in yellow in color, and uncultivated land is left white. That is, both you have to uncultivated land, that is color is white, and cultivated land, that is known as yellow. Okay. And water bodies and wells contain water are shown in blue, and while those that are dry and shown in black. And suppose one well, water body, or that if water is there, then we will show it what it is in color, blue in color. And again, if there is no water, then which color we will use? Then we have to use black in color. And now let us see in for example one well. Wells what conventional symbol shows in a dot. If we are showing that dot in blue in color, then we can understand that well contains water. If a black dot, dark dot, then we have to understand what it is. That well not contains water. And now let us go to conventional symbol. Before that, let us see about contours. Contours means some brown lines. That shows what is that? Contours. This shows the height of the land. Okay. And now let us go to next. Conventional symbols. Because of limited space, we do not show the actual shape. Now, when we draw a map, because we have a limited space, but there we have to show what limited space, and we have to show more details. So we have only one way. By using some symbols, we use it. What we use it to show the physical features or natural features. And buildings, trees, for example. And now let us go to, we show these features in the help of various agreed symbols. These symbols make it easier to draw and read. When we use conventional symbol, that symbol is helping us to what all things is help us to read or draw easily. The meaning of the symbols used in a map are usually given in the list in the map itself. Such is called a key. And suppose we are using some type of symbols, and then what will happen? That symbol's meaning we will give below the map. That is known as a key. Okay, key. Study the key of figure number 1.8. This will help you to understand the symbols. So 1.8, there is one topographic map has given, and below that we have some conventional symbols too. These are the keys. Okay, these we can say so key, and these are conventional symbols. So students, please make it by heart these conventional symbols. See, and now all of you have to learn points to remember. Giving you the homework, please learn all the points which is given in points to remember. So have a nice day. Thank you, students.